No, 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 Batman. Hi, my name is Greg Chick, and I'm a columnist for the BG News, and today I'm going to be talking to you about undergraduate student government. So what is undergraduate student government? Well, according to their mission statement, they are the influential governing service to advance the needs of the student body. They're people that fight for student rights on campus, will fight tough and nails against the administration, and fight for everything that the students on campus are concerned about. But what are the student government really? What are they really doing? What is their agenda? What is their mission? Well, unfortunately, they don't really match up to that mission statement. What they really are is an insurance policy for the administration. If someone ever questions the administration of this institution about listening to students, well, they'll just say, well, look at that. There's our undergraduate student government. They're representing the students. We clearly listen to what the students have to say. Well, unfortunately, this is just the way it is. The administration has this fake, really pointless organization that supposedly represents students, but they have no power. They have no say. They don't have any votes in any major subcommittees or committees or groups or organizations on campus. They have no power to do anything on campus to fight for any type of change. They can hold rallies and demonstrations, sign petitions, make referendums and send them to the administration, but in reality they're no different than any other student organization on campus. So who composes student government? Who are the members? Who are the senators, the executive council? Who is it? Well, ideally you'd like to think there'd be a mix of just some bright, budding, new, young student leaders, and then you have some really experienced veteran leaders that really know what the hot button issues are on campus. But unfortunately, again, what you'd ideally like and what's really happening are two very different things. Sadly, the people that compose undergraduate student government are, ironically, just like real life government officials. They're completely full of self-interest, have no concern for what student interest is, and are really only concerned with fill in their resumes, what I like to call resume padders. Their only reason for being on undergraduate student government, and especially the upper level executive council positions, is one, to fill the resume. So when they look for internships and jobs on campus and even in their careers, they can say, oh, wow, I was vice president or treasurer of undergraduate student government, whatever that means. Or when they're looking at the higher positions, especially the president, they can get a full tuition waiver. So you have to think that that really becomes a piece of why they're looking to become part of student government. Well, not much. I guess one of the things I think they've done pretty successfully is finally, after years, done something for the shuttle service. It looks like at this point it's all but certain that there's going to be some great change to the shuttle service to get some service to the downtown area that all students have really wanted for years. So I really applaud undergraduate student government this year for getting that done. In retrospect, though, there's a lot of things that they didn't do. They really kind of sat quietly while the whole rollover fiasco happened and really made themselves look really unorganized when Freedom and other student organizations really got together and held protests and demonstrations, had petitions signed, and had rallies to fight against rollover. When something like that happens, when a big student issue happens and you see all these other organizations fighting for students' rights, your first question is, what happens to undergraduate student government? Don't they care? Well, unfortunately, they didn't pop up, so we're just left to wonder what they were doing. Another big thing that the student government missed out on was campus safety this semester. With the banning of the Nerf guns and the whole zombie versus humans game fiasco, you got to ask where student government was in this whole issue. Clearly they had to have a position. They had to have fought for students' rights, and clearly a vast majority of students think that the game should be allowed. Why aren't they fighting for the right of this activity to continue? I don't know. All right, well, that's all I got to say about that. I'm sure some of you are going to have some big opinions on this, so you can shoot me an email at thenews@bgnews.com, and you can check out my column every Monday in the forum section of the BG News. Hope to hear from you soon. Laters.